Now, with England's win over Panama on Sunday, we are afforded the unusual luxury of knowing that we're already in the second round before we play our last group game. So as important as the Belgium game is, in terms of making a statement and all that kind of stuff, let's look ahead to where it really matters, and that is the knockout stage. As I'm sure you know, England's Group G, are going to be paired with Group H, and so we could potentially face any of Japan, Senegal or Colombia in the next round. Poland, of course, are already going home, we know that much. Which of those three teams, because Group H is very much still in the air, and our group's still in the air in terms of who's coming first and second, who would we rather face, Dugan?
I would take Japan, those three. I've seen, apart from their unbelievable offside trap against Senegal, I put that more down to Senegal being pretty useless in terms of anticipating what they're going to do. I would take Japan. They're having very lackluster scoring record. Defensively, they look a little bit weak as well. Their stars are Kagawa and a couple of others. Nothing really that would, I would say, trouble that England defence massively.
Okay, so Japan for you.
Yeah.
What about you, Frankie? Do you think
anyone but Colombia for me?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I think Colombia, down to 10 men after 3 minutes against Japan, still only lost by 1 goal.
Yeah.
These have gotten something from that game, and I think they looked really good yesterday against Poland.
Yeah.
Albeit a really poor Poland team, but they carved them apart, and there was a couple of times when I think James Rodriguez is up there.
You
for
see
one of the best players in the competition.
that pass from James from the left? One of the best passes you'll ever see.
Falcao could really have his way against a few of the our back three as well.
Falcao's got a point to prove against the English game as well, doesn't he? He came to United, was pretty average while he was on loan. He wants to prove himself against the Premier League opposition.
I think we probably will avoid Colombia. I think we probably lose against Belgium, and I think Japan win and Colombia win. So then we play Japan. I think that's what's going to happen.
Now I've got what I think are the permutations for where I think the different groups are going to go. Maybe, in fact, you know what? I'll do a graphic for this. Let's put this up on the screen. This is where I think this might be going. Probably by the time you watch this, it's totally incorrect. But this is where, when I was looking at it today, this is where I think. And if you look, if we come second in the group, we're the last ones on that bracket there. I've put us against Japan here, assuming Japan win the group. We could potentially be in a half of the draw where the only really big team is Spain, and that wouldn't be till the semi-finals. So we're looking at if I'm right, and and I've gone pretty conservative with these predictions, sort of based on where the groups are, assuming no more real shocks in terms of how things go. So that again is quite a reason to be excited if you're an England fan, isn't it? Like,
I don't know, because it doesn't really matter. The good teams are doing so badly that I think you'd actually want to play them. There's so much disharmony in their camps. You want to expose that. Whereas you come up against teams that work hard and will battle, England could come undone that way. I think England might actually do well against a team that opens up a little bit more. Like when, Panama would just open anyway. Yeah. But I think that will suit the pace of some of the players. Whereas I think if you come up against anyone who can actually defend well, then you're just going to be pinging long balls.
Well, the problem was that disharmony you say is there, fine, but you know they can turn it on, the magic in an instant.
But they haven't.
They haven't yet, but we're not in the knockout stage. We're not at the crunch point yet.
some of these teams will turn it on, won't they?
I don't know.
And my theory is the best teams in the group stage never win the tournament. So best team in the 2014 group stage, Holland didn't win the tournament. 2010, Germany got knocked out in the semi-finals. Argentina probably in 2006, they got knocked out in the quarters. So I think there is such a thing as peaking too early in World Cups as well.
We will know, by the way, basically whether I'm kind of correct by the time we play, because as it happens, Group G are the last group to finish on Thursday night, right? So if that is correct, and England decide they want to come second. Now, we're I don't know if you...
Are you suggesting match fixing,
well,
Dave?
Here's what I'm asking, right? So at the moment, we are tied on goal difference with Belgium. We're tied on goals scored as well. So it comes down to who has the least yellow cards, which is currently... We have 2 yellow cards and Belgium have 3.
Who would think that England would have a better card record than Belgium?
So I'm not saying we let in goals. I'm saying... Do we have a couple of 2-footed challenges so we get some yellows and come second?
Yeah, but one of them will probably be a red and then lose a key player for the next round.
I wonder if we did have to sacrifice one player for a couple of games for a sending off.
Ashley Young.
We're talking Ashley Young.
Yeah, we are talking.
Welbeck. I'm going Welbeck.
Sub him on.
Yeah.
Danny, your job. Your job is to
Elbow
get a red card.
to his head.
We'll send on Welbeck with specific instructions just to get sent off at the last minute. Brilliant.
He'd be a hero. He would be a hero in
Yeah,
what
hero.
he is. That
Sacrifice,
documentary
that's what
would
it's
be
about.
Take one for the
stunning.
country.
Well, let us know what you think. Do you think we should try and somehow throw the game and come second against Belgium so we get an easier route to the final? That's probably not really in the spirit of the World Cup, but who cares? I want the final. Let us know in the comments what you think.